What is going on, YouTube? Today, I got a different kind of sandwich. I guess it's kind of different. I'm sure you guys have seen it before, but I have actually not seen this type of sandwich before. So originally I was gonna get a smash burger from Hero Burger, but then I seen they had a haddock burger. So I was like, wow, I need to try that. That sounds interesting. So I went out, got myself fries and a haddock burger. So we're gonna try that here. Before we get started, guys, remember to like, comment, share, subscribe. Leave a comment down below if anything you want to try, anything you want to talk about. I'm down to that. As always, check out the chest videos in the side. Wow, so I was gonna take this out the wrapper and lay it here like I usually do, but these guys killed it with the sauce. Like, I don't know if you guys can see, they absolutely murdered this with the sauce. So I'm gonna just have my cleanup be nice and wow. Look at that, saucy. Woo. That is a saucy burger. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Okay, we're gonna go into the first bite here. Mm-hmm. That tastes good. Good choice, Shami. Good choice. Oh yeah. It just got a bit too much sauce in it. Not too much sauce that makes it taste bad, but too much sauce in the sense that like it's a bit messy. More than that, this is pretty good. Nice and hot, crispy, crunchy. Seasoned well too. I like the sauce. It's got like hot sauce in it too, I think. It's got a little bit of hot sauce, at least from what I'm tasting. And the sesame bun's always good too. But how was your guys' day today? Mine wasn't too bad. Worked, went out and did something. Got this and now I'm back home. But you know what I did do yesterday? I went to see a movie. I actually haven't seen a movie in a while, since like Wonka. Actually, did I do a review for Wonka? Did I? So I actually seen Wonka too, and I don't know if I did a review for Wonka, but I'll do a review for Wonka next video. If I didn't already, because I already have in my mind that I'm gonna do a review for this movie I just seen. So the movie I seen was Iron Claw. For those who don't know, Iron Claw is a movie about like this family, this wrestling family, 4 brothers who all get into wrestling. It's a story about like their life and trials and tribulations, right? And when I tell you this movie is really good, the movie, it's really good. It's very heartwarming at times, but mainly it's a sad movie because the movie kind of like shows the highlights in their life, but it mainly highlights the tragedies in their life because the Von Erichs, there was a lot of tragedy in their life, and in the movie they talk about having a curse. Essentially, these kids were born and bred to kind of like wrestle and take after their dad, who tried being a professional wrestler in his day. Zac Efron, Jeremy Allen White, just a couple other people in there who I recognize. I just don't know their names, but everyone did such a good job in the movie. Acting was good. Dialogue was good. Storytelling was good. And it really made you feel for each character because, well, Zac Efron's technically, I guess, the main character. It follows him mostly. Or at least his perspective mostly. And in what seems like a short period of time, all of his brothers die. So his first brother, David, actually got a shot at the world title for wrestling. And then he died of a ruptured intestine in his hotel in Japan. Next, his younger brother, Michael, was also getting into wrestling, but you could tell he wasn't the type to want to get into wrestling. He was just doing it because his family wants to do it, and he couldn't deal with the pressure. He also was put into a coma. I was having some like difficulties coming out of that coma. He ended up ODing and killing himself too because he just couldn't keep up the pressure and didn't want to. He wanted to be himself, but like he wasn't really in an environment that fostered him being himself. And the last one was Carrie, played by Jeremy Allen White. He was basically like a football player, and then he came back, and then I believe he won the world wrestling title too, and then he lost his foot, and then he like left to go to WWF, I think it was what it's called, that federation. He came back and he was like super depressed. He bought his dad a present. His dad wouldn't use the present, and he was getting kicked off, and he was kind of like lost in life. He didn't know what to do because at that point wrestling was all he knew, and he eventually killed himself too. He shot himself in the chest. Now from what I read, I believe they changed it a bit because I believe David also killed himself too. He didn't die from like a ruptured intestine. He actually shot himself in the head. But, you know, they changed it a bit, obviously, for the movie just to make it a bit different. Last bite here. Of the burger. But I think the saddest part about the movie was two things. One, how Kevin was treated, which was Zac Efron in the movie. He wasn't treated well because he was doing it the longest. He put in the most work, so it seemed, and he really wanted like a shot at a title. And literally his brothers got it before him. Like David got it before him. But I think it's because, like, you know how wrestling is. It all depends on like the promoters. And if you do really well and the crowd receives you really well, and obviously you have a shot at more titles. So that's what happened to David first, but then he died. And then they flipped a coin for whether Kevin or Carrie should do it. And obviously Kevin should have been the one to do it since he's been doing it longer. And I felt like he deserved a shot more, but taken away from him too. And then eventually he had his own shot too later on. And he just threw it away when he faced Ric Flair because I guess I feel like in his heart, he just didn't want to do anymore. He just wanted to focus on his family, which is like probably the correct thing for him to do. And the other sad thing was that their dad like really never cared for them. And you could tell their dad really never cared for them because every time something happened, the only thing that's on this man's mind is like wrestling. Like when David died, he's like, it's no time to cry, nothing for that. Who's gonna get the next title shot? Like who the hell cares about that? Right? Like when Carrie died, like Zac Efron, like his character, he warned his dad and the dad still didn't do anything. Like the dad, you could tell, just is very selfish. I just only cared about his business and wrestling. But he's lucky that they had like a tight family bond because at the end of the movie, like Kevin's the only one left. He sold the business and he bought a ranch for everyone to live there. So he had a lot of love in his heart, but it was like really sad at the end with Zac Efron sitting with his kids. And then he's like crying because he's like, he used to be a brother because all his brothers are gone. I don't even know how I would deal with that. Like imagine you grow up with your siblings and you guys are close, like close, and each of them just like pass away one after the other and you're just alone. I can't even think about it. The movie is really good. I give it like an 8.5 out of 10, 8.7 out of 10. It's a very good movie. But with that being said, guys, that was Hero Burger, the haddock sandwich. I really like that. I'll give it like an 8 out of 10. It was crispy, seasoned nice. A little bit too saucy, but the sauce was good. The bun was nice. That was overall like, whenever I go here, I'll probably get that instead of like the actual burger. Unless I'm trying something new, like the smash burger from there because it's really good. Remember to like, comment, share, subscribe. Leave a comment down below if anything you want to try and anything you want to talk about. Now do that as well. Check out shit videos in the side. And yeah, like I said, 8.7 out of 10. I think is what I gave it. Or did I give it 8 out of 10? No, I gave the movie an 8.7 out of 10. I didn't rate this yet. So Iron Claw, 8.7 out of 10. Outstanding movie. This burger, like an 8.3 out of 10. Really good, really very good. If you guys have Iron Claw still playing near you, definitely go check that out because outstanding movie. And if you guys have a Hero Burger near you, definitely go check out that haddock sandwich because it's delicious. But thank you for watching. First review, 8.3 out of 10. Iron Claw, 8.7 out of 10. Peace.